Hey there everybody, this is Jerry the Third. I'm going to be doing another how-to video. This is going to be a how-to, basically people that are looking to go from just starting to DPS to kind of more intermediate, starting to get the hang of things. This video is to hopefully help people make that jump in terms of being a DPS. So hopefully this will be helpful to you, and thanks for watching. First thing we're going to talk about are passives. A lot of DPS don't realize how much their passives impact their DPS. So just a quick overview, you have your class passives, 3 trees. Pretty much it's good just to get all those passives. They will impact your gameplay one way or another. Your weapon passives, I'm on a Magicka attune, so it's just the destruction. Armor passives, for Magicka it's light armor, medium armor for stam tunes, etc. World, vampire, or werewolf, depending. Just check to see what impacts your gameplay, whether it's health or recovery, etc. Your guild, the guild tree line, so Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, Psijic, and Undaunted. This is all going to go into your resources gained, the cost of abilities, or for example in the Mages Guild line you have increased Magicka for those slotted, so like that one, Magicka controller, max recovery by 2% when you have them slotted. I have 3 slotted on my front bar right now, so you see 6%. Anyway, so guild passives. Alliance War typically don't need the passives for DPS. And then your race passives. One major important one is alchemy. A lot of people don't realize, at least at first, you want to level your alchemy up to 50 and get medicinal use up. So increase the duration of your effects from potions by 30%. What that means, on your stronger potions, you see here that each of those effects lasts for 47.6 seconds. Whereas the cooldown of the potion is 45 seconds. That means you get the full benefit and then a little bit more of each potion. Without the medicinal use passives, I think that would be like in the high 20s in terms of like seconds, how it lasts. You basically you're missing out on a lot of DPS by not having your alchemy passive. Some people will do provisioning. This just increases the duration of your food or drink. I don't typically do it, but a lot of people do, most do, so that's a good idea too. But the one that will directly impact your DPS will be medicinal use, and so that's the passives. Probably the most important thing you can do to increase your DPS is going to be learning how to light attack weave. Basically what that means is you are weaving light attacks in between your skills. Light attacks are a very powerful source of DPS because they trigger lots of different passives. They trigger enchants on your weapons, procs on your gear. They trigger lots of things. There are heavy attack builds out there. I'm not going to focus on those. You can get decent with them, but you will always do better learning how to actually light attack weave. And you can honestly, the only way to improve on it is to just practice. ESO uses what's called global cooldown system. Every skill takes 1 second. So you see the little bar there. That's called combat metronome. That lets me know the cooldown for that skill. Now, this little number here is light attack helper. This lets me know when I actually get a light attack. I highly recommend those 2 add-ons. If you don't have those add-ons, or your console, then you can use animations. So you want to do skill, light attack, skill, and then just weaving in all your other skills. You can honestly look up all kinds of build videos out there. I just encourage you to ask lots of questions, look up stuff. I'm not going to go over that for this video. The purpose of this video is strictly general principles. And this is probably the biggest thing from this video is honestly just practice getting comfortable putting light attacks in between your skills. Light attack skill, light attack skill. Combat metronome is really helpful. You can light attack on the red of that bar. If you don't have add-ons, you can just look at when your animation is done on your tune. So now, you get the idea. And just honestly just start with one skill that you're comfortable with, practice, add in another skill, and just keep adding them in until you get the idea of the whole thing. It can feel really overwhelming to learn how to light attack weave through an entire rotation, but you can honestly just start small and start building on top of it. That is the biggest thing that's going to increase your DPS. As bland as it sounds, is just practice. So highly encourage, spend the hours, spend the time in front of a dummy, and just keep at it. Keep asking questions, keep practicing. You'll eventually get it. Alright, so another very important part about DPS is making sure you're outputting the most amount of damage as possible, which is obvious, but when there are stacks like this, multiple enemies kind of put together, whether by a tank or they're closer together, which is ideal. You want to use your AOE damage abilities, damage over time. For this demonstration, I'll use on a Magicka Dragon Knight, Eruption, Wall of Elements, and Mystic Orb. Now, you'll notice I used this one AOE ability. All 4 of them are hit. So all 4 of them are currently taking damage, and that's what you want, to hit as many as possible with each ability. There's 1, 2, hit all 4, 3. All 4 of them, you can see reaching out, hitting all of them. And now, in situations like this where they're stacked, you want to typically tap target the one with the highest health. That way, while those AOE damage of overtime abilities are hitting all 4, your spammable and kind of more focused damage, light attacks, you're working on shaving away the health on the highest one. So then you'll refresh those AOE dots, keep going. And then if you have like your whole team doing that, you get the picture. All the little dudes with lower health are dying just by kind of passively in a way, while everyone's focusing the high health. And similar with like an ultimate ability. So refresh these that I talked about. I'm going, my ultimate is available, cast it. You hit all 4 of them. Now even my ultimate is hitting all of them too, which just means my damage is going up more and more. I've entered a public dungeon just to show this AOE ability, kind of like strategizing with your AOE damage a little bit. So I'm gonna run through here. You'll see kind of what I'm doing. I'm trying to hit as many as possible with the larger AOE damage over time abilities, while single target focusing ones when I need to. This has been another Jerbear the Third how-to video. I hope that this has been helpful for those of you that are wondering, how do I get better at DPS? Hopefully these have been some helpful tips and tricks, and you feel equipped to actually get out there and keep practicing to get better at it. Everyone, again, I can't stress enough, everyone who says that it's easy is forgetting how many hours they spent in front of a dummy like this, or practicing in trials or in dungeons, failing miserably just to get better. And that's okay. That's a part of the fun. Hope you can enjoy it and just feel like you're competing against yourself as you get better and better. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.